4.
Right. We're back. Are we back?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. We're back. Don't worry about this plant. I'm just putting it over here. It's a little barely variegated burl marks.
Yeah.
Barely variegated.
Burl marks.
Barrel variegated burl
Oh, yeah.
marks.
See, I got one of those, and that thing does not grow for me.
Well, I'll show you the good one in a second.
Okay.
But first, this plant is actually worth looking at. This plant was white this leaf was white when it came out a few days ago. This is a philodendron snowdrift.
So it comes in white and then turns green?
Exactly.
Cool.
All these different shades.
Right, it comes, like you'll get them that are a little bit more solid in color, and then you'll get this cool kind of mottled green that's almost like a Paraiso Verde.
That's cool.
They start off this white color with streaks of green and like pink, which is pretty cool. Neat structure.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But as you started saying, like, as far as selling plants for a lot of money, like, just to, for instance, this plant that I bought for $400 online and had to pay shipping, the first one that I bought died. I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
That's the story with a lot of plants
Yeah.
that people keep, that they sell, that you become a plant seller, and you're like, how do I justify spending or charging $200 for a Warwickqueenum?
Yeah.
But like, you look at those beautiful Warwickqueenums and you realize that, well, the first dozen that I bought, I killed also at over $100 a piece.
Yeah.
So like, you have to pass on the cost of fertilizers, supplies, plant mortality, and
your time, your effort.
your effort, your knowledge, your know-how.
Yes.
The greenhouses, my electricity bill is through the roof.
So hundreds of dollars.
It's like a car
on
payment.
Pink Princesses a couple of years ago.
Yeah, my energy bill's like a car
No,
payment.
I know the $400 energy bill
just
that
like,
keeps
what the
coming,
heck?
keeps coming.
We just ignore that stuff though as plant parents.
Yeah, no. All of it is expenditure until you can
is.
get a little bit of something back. Here's
It's true.
Yeah, please
So
show us your example of your humidifier.
That's cool. I like how you came up with that idea.
And that's another thing too, is that you spend a lot of money on supplies that don't work.
Yes.
You don't
By
like,
trial and
that you
error,
end up
right?
giving away. Everything is an output until so this. My buddy Charles Medgarden, who I'll talk about over and over again, of course, you're going to see
Yeah,
next.
that's such a great idea.
This is his idea, non-patented, but he just came up with it as far as he told me, you get a hanger basket like this or make one, whatever. I think I had whatever. A little pocket humidifier.
Nice.
Some of them keep a charge for a long time. Pardon me. Some of them don't keep a charge for a long time. So if you need a power cable, you can poke a little hole through the top of your tent like I did. You've got a little S-hook here. And then you can just
and then hook it onto the top
hang
railing
it
there.
to
And then if you plug it in, then it won't run out of the battery then or anything.
It'll run out of water before it runs out of battery, which is good because I don't want these guys to soak. I'm running them right now, but I don't run these things constantly.
Right.
I'll run it until everybody's
Right.
nice and saturated, and then I'll turn it off because they will collect. These plants will collect water, and they will get root rot if I run it nonstop.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a Anthurium draconopterum.
Oh, that's cool.
The dragon anthurium.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
That's cool.
These are not mature form leaves, but when they get to be mature, they look like dragons.
I mean, the leaf looks like it, like a dinosaur.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Anthurium querumolensa. This is a super...
I'm sorry, sir.
Here, you go ahead and get in there. It's a super shimmery. I don't know if you can get that shine on there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Big leaf.
Gorgeous.
Is
little
it thick
bit.
too? It looks like a very dense.
Yeah, you can touch it if you
It's
want
actually
to.
really, it is thick. It doesn't, it's got just a tiny bit of a velvet feel, but otherwise then it's kind of thick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It almost feels fake.
Yeah, a lot of those anthuriums, they're really hard. They're just really sturdy, almost like plastic. Plastic with velvet on the outside. Depending on how the light is shining, it looks pretty cool. All right.
All right.
What do you say we hit
Yeah.
that last time
Yeah.
there?
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Here, do you want to?
I see that big leaf in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You want to get one side and I'll get the other
Sure.
side?
Great teamwork.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
You can do the reveal.
You guys.
You do
Oh
the
my God.
reveal. Take a deep breath here. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Now talk
Oh.
about amazing.
Oh my God! You should you know what you need to do?
Talk
Just
about amazing.
charge $5 at the door for a plant tour.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have $5?
Wait a minute. Is this Elvis? Is that,
Oh
is
my
that
gosh.
Elvis? Is that Elvis?
Is that Elvis?
That
No,
eye.
That's my eye back when I was in.
It looks like Elvis.
That's amazing.
That's cool. I used to draw too. That looks amazing. You did really good with eyes. Those are hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when I had my eyebrow pierced too.
Cool. That is super
This
cool.
is fun.
It is so fun.
Stuff in here. Here's another one of these
Wow.
patented humidifier situations.
So
I'll move out of the way
beautiful.
just so you can see some of the leaves in there.
So beautiful. It's so gorgeous.
I got 1%. I'm gonna go until
Yeah.
it dies. Oh my goodness.
So beautiful.
You have masterpieces.
You are
in
Plant
here.
Daddy.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so here's another good example. Here's an El Choco red that looks so nice. That, like literally, this is probably the 9th time I've tried to import it,
right.
and it's the first time I've imported it successfully.
Oh,
so you know,
wow, right. That's right.
those
The leaf
sometimes.
is as big as my face.
Yes.
Look at that.
And
These-
is this the newer leaf here?
Well, and these are actually
Look at
both. These are both import leaves.
And I love how you
This
can-
is the newer
look at
leaf.
the bottom.
Oh my gosh, let me get behind that.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Under
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, turn it around actually.
So here's a.
There you go.
Oh, wow. That is a stunner. Jesus.
This is one of the reddest backs in this
Front
tent.
and back
That's
beauty.
gorgeous.
So this, I mean,
gorgeous.
hopefully this new growth throws me a new
Oh, and I
leaf
love these.
soon.
I
That'd
love
be
these
great.
things when they come in like this. I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, I know. Sometimes that new sheath is more exciting than the plant itself. Philodendron luxurians. These are both import leaves also. So hopefully that new leaf comes in okay.
Gorgeous.
Another Anthurium luxurians.
Is there a reason why when the new growth comes in, it's a different color? Like, you know, for example, they're red and then the leaves turn green.
Right. Well,
It's so amazing. Nature is just...
it is. I can only imagine it doesn't need the chlorophyll yet, but I'm
Okay.
not sure exactly why some would come in green and some would come in like red, for example. Right? Or
Well,
those melanochrysum leaves come in like a brown. And these leaves come in red. These Anthurium luxurians leaves, when they come in red. Here is...
Before you put that back, can I
Yeah.
sneak and take a picture of this red one
Yeah,
here
yeah,
really quick,
totally.
Erin? Like, I want to show people that
Just wait
that
till...
red. There we go.
So there's another Linamii, and this is a varicosum Amazon sunset.
Here,
You have to see.
I'll let you grab that one.
Oh my God.
Look at
the
that.
Look
back.
how red
Look at that
is.
red.
Oh my God.
Is that insane or what?
It is so insane.
So that's a brand
Can
new
I
leaf.
go like this?
I mean,
there
you can
we go.
try to move it over. yeah.
Wow.
There.
That's
Look at-
gorgeous.
I'm like scared to touch some of your plants.
Oh, I
Oh my
know.
goodness.
Well, this is
So
why
gorgeous.
I don't ship plants yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how can I put you in the mail?
Yeah.
I can't
Right.
trust that you're gonna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I see your hand shaking, just trying to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Here's another Amazon sunset. Amazon sunset
Oh, look at
Iricolor.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a variety of this
Wow.
plant. And these are all varicosums.
Stunner.
Hopefully that new growth
Oh,
is
I
cool.
love that. Look at that new
Oh,
leaf.
here, let me get a
That's
picture of
gorgeous.
that, too.
Okay.
And this is an import leaf, which is why it looks so crappy.
Look at this guy coming in here too.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hold on, get the right angle. There we
Yep.
go. Oh my goodness.
Here's the philodendron heterocraspidon, which is a rare one. Don't see in the trade yet. They're not the easiest thing to get in the mail. So they're still kind of up there price-wise. Here's a Pastazanum silver cloud. Here's the new leaf.
It's gorgeous.
Is
Look at that.
awesome.
Wow.
Who I got from my friend Andy Horan at the Lady Cove. And Andy is short for Andrea, which only matters because she gave birth yesterday.
Oh,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
So she's got her plant shop on autopilot right now.
Right?
Oh, Ploumanii. Here's a new leaf on this Ploumanii. Looks really nice.
Wow,
Like brand spanking
cool.
new.
What plant doesn't have a new leaf?
I know, you're doing so
I
good.
don't.
Yeah, you're just
This one doesn't
amazing.
yet. This is.
Nope, there's one.
Oh,
There's a
is
new
it growing
leaf
a new
right
leaf?
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Good.
Sure.
It is growing a new leaf. Sweet.
Oh, it's
Well,
so
and this
pretty.
is the way fresh imports come in a lot of the time. And here's a good show and tell for people.
Okay, good.
If you're lucky, your plants will come in looking this
Massive.
good.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do generally is I'll cut a hole in the bag that it came in, and then I'll put it in something like,
Can I hold it next to me to get
Yeah.
a visual comparison of how big this leaf is? Like, look at
Oh
that,
my
guys.
God.
This is amazing.
Wow. That's amazing.
Like, if you guys want some
Wow.
good plants, he's the guy.
Yeah,
No question
for
about
sure.
it. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
come see the plants. They're worth seeing. Even if you don't buy a plant, I think that some of these are
Oh,
quite nice to look
Beautiful.
at.
Yes, they are. I
So-
mean, you're showing me
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
take a
mine for the
picture.
first time in person.
That's why I
Yeah.
fell in love with importing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the process too,
Yeah.
is like when you can actually get something that you've only seen
Online.
in pictures before
Yeah.
and it looks the way that it's supposed to, like
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's worth it. I have to preempt that with, I don't know how many times at this point I've ordered a box of thousands of dollars worth of plants and they come in the mail and you open it and the whole thing is rotten
Oh no.
or it's 75% rotten
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you have to know what to do with nodes,
Yeah.
this much of
Yeah.
the plant.
You have to know what to do with them because you have to try to you'll grow them out of that chunk that's left over.
Right.
And take all the damaged stuff
Yeah.
off of it. Yeah.
So that's a lot of my life is trying to figure out how to not lose all of the money
Right.
that I spent in the
Invested
mail.
in that,
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And you know the thing is that it is so expensive, so it does take a while, years before you get to that point where you're actually making profit off of even having some of your plants. Because
I'll let you know, right?
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it really is.
But a lot of people don't know what to do when they get them in the mail, and the best thing to do is to not shock your plant.
Yes.
I've got this running like that's this Linamii is a fresh import also, which looks really good. Some of these are a little bit finicky and need a lot of humidity, so I'm running this tent at high humidity. And then you can see like these roots are doing their thing with this bag cut open. The roots that it's shipped with are going to stay vital. They're going to stay active. And then I'll open this bag up tomorrow or the next day.
And so you
And,
like to keep them in the
inspect the
substrate
roots.
that they come in just so that they can
For a little while.
slowly adjust before you're going to completely just shock them.
Yeah.
Like you're here, new temperature, got the roots exposed, everything's just like, wow.
Yes, I've tried a lot of different things. That tip I learned from Kaylee Allen, who's a YouTuber.
I know who she is, yeah. I
Uh,
watch her often.
and right, okay, so like she runs the UK,
Yeah.
the rare plant shop in the United Kingdom, and she has tons of cubic footage and gets like
Yes,
gigantic
it's
boxes
amazing.
of plants and then puts them all like. That's something that she did, is that she was showing an unboxing. And like she just puts slits in all the plastic bags and then throws them all in tubs of water and lets them sit in her greenhouse, which is 80% humidity or whatever, and just lets them hang out. And sometimes she forgets about them. And if the roots are not dead,
Mm-hmm.
or the plant can handle a certain amount of root rot,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna figure out a way to survive like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are very relentless.
They wanna make it.
They
Yeah,
can
they
be
do.
on the brink of death, and
Not
they'll
splendidums.
come
Anthurium splendidums don't want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these plants.
Can we see the
really
area
do.
roots on this one? This kind of looks cool.
Absolutely.
It looks like it's a star
So
coming out.
I
noticed
had-
that earlier.
I had this weighs 0 pounds. This plant has not been watered in a long time.
Wow.
And
It's
I've
even got
had
little-
it in a
Yeah,
tank.
it's
Fuzz.
so cool. I love that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
The fuzz.
I can
It's like a
literally
little
sit-
pigtail or something.
Yes,
a
yes,
long,
yes.
It is, it
pigtail.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're adorable.
Wow. Okay, so now when they start growing out like this, do you just leave them, or what do you? How do you take it
Yeah,
out of
I'm-
something like
I
that?
mean, I'm not going to worry about this guy
Yeah.
for a long time. Honestly, I've had this plant in a tank in my bedroom. I just took this out for show and tell because I love this particular Anthurium luxurians, and I'm glad that you saw these roots come out of here.
It's gorgeous.
It's not going to harm the plant that much if I clip these when I take it out. If I want to unpot it, I'll probably end up doing less damage, if I clip it. And it's got enough roots to keep it alive.
Right.
So this is a good way to take cuttings of expensive plants also. If you have a plant like this, you could take a cutting below this leaf and you could root these aerial roots here.
I think if we turn it sideways, the light's on it. Oh yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
So these have been mostly just gathering ambient humidity. This plant hasn't been watered in months, probably since I put it in that tank.
Amazing.
And I'll probably put it back in the tank so that it can keep those aerial roots going. This is another philodendron species, Columbiana, aka silver, which is my new favorite plant. These are both import leaves.
Wow.
Look at that. Jesus. This is very sturdy too.
Yeah.
I love it. So cool.
Yeah, this is it's got really cool structure. It's got a really cool shape. It doesn't particularly look exactly like any of the
And
other
you would think-
philodendrons.
You would think that it's quote unquote top heavy. The leaf would
Yeah.
droop over, but it really is standing straight up.
Well, and I'll do different tricks to try to keep my plant stable while this guy is still rooting. I would say it's probably rooted by now. I'm not going to pull it out, but I would say this pot, the little small grow pot that it's growing in for this plant is not enough to keep it from tipping over. Some of these large plants where the leaf has some substantial weight, I'll put it inside a terracotta pot or something like that.
Yeah.
And then either Velcro it to a pole or do something like that. This is just making sure that it doesn't fall over because I would hate for it to fall out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
And this is as good as anything. It's see-through, so it's still going to get light. I'm sure that the water is draining around it.
And do you find that's one thing you got wood in there for the shelves? Isn't that, or is that cedar? Because doesn't wood rot in humidity?
It does, and I do get some mold issues. So this wood's not going to last forever. I find issues with nearly everything, and then I just hit it with some fungicide, scrub it off, and flip the board over.
Yeah.
These get mold. I should say these were sold for raised gardens. Like those were supposed to be used outside with humid conditions.
Okay.
But yeah, it warps. It
They might be cedar.
grows some fungus. It probably is
Because
cedar.
cedar normally is can handle the humidity
Yeah,
without rotting.
that would be my guess. And
Yeah,
it's
that's what I think.
it's unfinished. So yeah, it's imperfect, but c'est la vie. I'm still learning, the best ways to do everything. These wire shelves, some of the models rust.
Yes.
Some brands of tent, the Velcro doesn't hold up. I've moved on from other brands of tents as well.
What
These
kind
are
of brand is this tent?
This is a, oh my gosh.
Can't remember. Is that is that all of them? They all are three the same brand?
No, these two are one brand. I'll have to look it up.
Gotcha.
If anyone's interested in these specific tents, and the company wants to throw me some money, I'll let you know what they're called. I got them on Amazon
I
for
know, right?
like $65. Easy grow, something like that. I mean,
Wow.
they're all the tents that are sold are kind of similar, with subtle differences. So you'll notice that this top shelf is this height, and in the greenhouse in my dining room over there, the top shelf is this height.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So that you can put big plants on the top shelf. This one I don't have that. So like I decided I was going to grab a couple of different things so that I can, have different options as far as where to put my plants. But this model is sturdy. I mean, seriously, get a tent though, versus not having a tent. If anybody is on the fence, and they have room, and there's nobody in their house actively precluding them from getting a tent.
May I look at this one?
Absolutely.
Can you see that one?
So we got a little squamiferum. You can pull that out.
Okay.
Those are some.
I saw the little.
And then you
fuzzy
have
bud.
this fake grass at the bottom to stop
Yes.
from water wrecking the floor then?
Exactly.
Because I know a lot of
Look
us
at
are
that.
renting, so
Yep.
that's always an issue.
This is
Wow.
a very unique looking
I love
plant.
it.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Like look at the difference between the leaf.
Well, and these.
Here.
These ones are a lot
Oh my
younger.
gosh.
Yep, exactly. So
Not
those
younger either.
those leaves will turn into something that looks
That.
more like a Florida,
Beauty, kind of.
right?
Yeah.
More lobes. Doesn't have all its lobes yet.
Gorgeous.
And that, well, I tipped it over so that it would
so the leaf.
be facing.
Oh,
but
okay.
Loves
That
it.
makes
it'll
sense.
be
Let
fine
me-
either way.
Let me tip it back
gorgeous.
then. There we go. I just didn't want it to be.
I
Makes
just
sense.
have to remember to put this. I know it's a constant battle of figuring out which way the plant came in, and I'm like, well, I
Listen,
have
pretty
to
soon we're going to be
gradually
zipping you up in
train you
there.
to grow this way.
Paul sleeping over inside the greenhouse.
Let's see. Make sure to put you back.
This is like a peace room right here.
Yeah, it is.
Get
It is.
away.
You know, I used to think about other things, and now all I think about is plants.
Right.
And there's a reason all the leaves are unfurling. It's because I'm willing them to do it when I fall asleep. I'm like, how do I get a new leaf?
I know. My Thai constellation just got a new leaf. Remember, he opened up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he
Nice.
opened up. It was so pretty.
And then you're like, what's the variegation?